Between the Ribs with host Jonathan Morris, fourth-generation farmer. First-hand insight into farming, faith, and family as only Jonathan can bring. Between the Ribs. Between the Ribs on Florida Man Radio.
What's cracking, everybody? Jonathan Morris here, Between the Ribs, live and living color on this beautiful afternoon. Rain, go away, come again another day. In the studio with me, as always, ever lovely, and on a high of friendship videos, Heather Hippopotamus.
Hello.
Welcome to the show, ma'am. How are you? I
am fantastic. Ready to get this on the road.
How did you like seeing is that your best friend, like your best friend ever?
No, I mean, she's a really, really good friend of mine. We've been friends since our middle kids, or my middle kid was in second grade. So she's important in my life.
Okay. All right. Remind me during the break, I would like to shift this thing right here.
I am shifting right now.
I don't like it. Oh, yeah. You notice, like.
Yes. I could not see you.
Our eyes are split between the pole.
All right. We're good now.
All right. Beautiful. Hey, Between the Ribs, Farm Faith Family. Just wanted to give a quick shout out. Hope everybody was safe, still is safe, as that storm is moving up throughout the country. What a whammy. Man, dropping some rain. Insane. They said the storm surge in the Big Bend was 12 feet.
Yikes.
So most houses aren't 12 foot tall. And they were
the first floor. Top of the roof would be.
Yeah, maybe the top of the roof, but the most of the inside ceilings are 8 to 9 feet. Mm-hmm. Unless you have a vaulted ceiling, then it may be a little higher, like on ours, in spots is a little higher. But it's crazy to think this, because I was talking to a buddy of mine outside. We were standing next to an 11-foot building. That building would be completely underwater. So when they give you evacuation, when they give you vaccination orders. You know. Well, we've never evacuated. Even when we lived in South Florida, we lived right on Lake Okeechobee. We never evacuated. We always rode out storms. And that's just what we do. But when they tell you that 12 foot of water is coming.
Yeah, you got to go.
You can't, what they say, you hide from the wind, you run from the water. So
yes,
just no matter where you're at, and a lot of this water takes a long time to subside or reside, whatever. Subside. So be safe. Things could continue to escalate water level wise. So if you're in a flood area, just be safe the next couple of days. And hopefully everybody fared well. And it wasn't too bad. We'll see what happens in the next couple of days. All the counts coming in, but hopefully things are good.
And you'll be able to check it out yourself when you return up there to that area next time.
Yes. Hopefully by the time I get to Fort Walton, they will. Well, Fort Walton kind of dodged a little bit.
Oh, yeah, because they were more in the Panhandle. But you have to go through the Big Bend area kind of to get
and
there.
Drive across I-10. And they've done so much work up there, so who knows? I don't even think there's any trees left. Maybe it blew over all the solar panels. Can somebody give me a report that stupid solar panel farm on I-10 across from the Amazon 90-mile block?
Are you serious?
I'm hoping it does.
I haven't seen that.
I hate it, man. There were so many beautiful farms there, and then they took all that land up to put stupid solar panels down.
Couldn't they put solar panels above farms and give cows shade?
Well, this is a row crop farm, so you need sunlight to grow vegetables.
Oh, that kind of farm.
Yeah, they grew corn and beans and cotton and different things up there.
Yeah, so you do need direct sunlight.
I did see this thing, and not to get too far off track, because we got a lot to talk about. George Soros just did something that has never been done in the history of radio, and we're going to talk about it because we are on radio. You may or may not have already heard about it, and the importance of supporting what you believe in, media manipulation, Kamala Harris, California crap, Arizona's 98,000. Then we got so much to cover, and we're also going to talk about breaking down beef and the educational process behind learning how to cut your own meat and provide for your own family. Heather, we have been kicking butt on videos lately.
I think I could slaughter a cow myself these days. I'm not going to try.
You got to be able to touch it first.
Oh.
You won't even hold my knife.
Yeah, I mean, that's true.
You barely handed me the saw.
But I told you what the next part was that you were going to cut, and I was right.
You did. You nailed it. You nailed it.
I'm like, that was a video I posted this morning, and it was 7 minutes long. I'm just kidding.
Have you seen cow parts in your sleep yet?
No, but I have seen them in my own leg.
Really? You can identify your sirloin top from your bottom round and your eye round? You can break it down?
I wasn't naming them the cow names, but I was like, oh, I bet this looks just like that part that Jonathan cut yesterday.
Well, that'd make a nice roast.
No, it wouldn't.
Bob can slow cook it, marinate it, slow cook it.
I'm all tough meat.
You are. You wouldn't be a good eat.
Nah.
You'd be a little chewy. Yeah, not enough marble on you. We'll let Bob have all that. But I just want to say thank you to everybody out there who's engaging with us. I was going to talk about this later in the show, but since we already broke into it, we're getting like 10,000 views, 11,000 views.
On platforms I've never even been on. Yes, this is insanity.
It's great. It's awesome. So thank you to everybody. Of course, you get the few haters, that haters going to hate, whatever. I ain't worried about them.
They're just bored, and we're providing entertainment, and they want us to engage. That's all.
No, you're right. And that's it. Because I responded to a couple people that made comments about, my butchering skills and this and that. And I'm honest with everybody. I learned on a farm. I've never been to butchery school. I've never been to culinary school. We learned hands-on how to break down an animal from hunting and catching, and then from stuff we would harvest for our family, and put in our own freezers. And yeah, not being a specialty trained butcher, you may miss a cut or a special cut that you can find if you take like 9 more hours to break the animal down. But like, we're pretty good at pulling the important stuff. The ribeyes, the T-bones, porterhouses, chuck roast.
And then what you aren't able to pull also goes into the best hamburger meat I've ever had in my life. So, I mean, win-win.
Right. And that's one reason I'm not really like in a hurry to get extra better. Like, I want to be good at what I do. Don't get me wrong. I want to be a good steward. But if I cut a little bit off the sirloin or a little bit off the chuck and I miss it, I miss the blade by a half inch or whatever, not a big deal, because that not so great looking last ribeye steak or first chuck piece, that just gets deboned and goes in the hamburger.
Right.
So now you have even better hamburger. And I'm still going to cut out 8 to 10 nice steaks off the loin, which that's all you get anyway, 8 to 12. So, people that argue, it's like we're talking about maybe one steak at the most, a half inch at the most. But that ends up in the grind, and it makes a better hamburger. Nothing gets wasted. That's why we got that trim bucket right there that we put everything in. So check us out on YouTube. We're everywhere. TikTok is killing it. I know I was resistant and hesitant because of the communist bastard aspect of TikTok.
You're still resisting, and it's okay. I got you
But
covered.
we're crushing TikTok.
Yeah.
I mean, we are crushing it.
We have increased followers by a third in 4 days.
Woo!
Like,
high five. Air high five.
That's
Boom.
crazy.
Nice. Oh, that's awesome. And our Instagram was up to 60. We lost one. We're back down to 59. But that's really good, though, for being at 8, 9, 10.
That is the hardest platform. Okay, so YouTube I had never done, and
Right.
Instagram has been the hardest platform to get followers because it's so quick and easy to just scroll through and put hearts on everything. To actually get people to think, okay, this is content that I need on my wall, just on anything. If you're not a supermodel who is showing more skin than you should be, you don't get the viewers.
So I need some thirst bait out there.
No, you don't. You're fine. You're doing great. You'll
Yeah.
mess up the algorithm if you change anything now.
I'm not going to change anything.
Nothing.
But, like, instead of wearing my V-necks, should I put, like, a button up on and maybe leave a couple buttons open?
No.
No? Yeah, that'd be gross anyway, cutting meat. My
Yeah,
dad got on to me.
right.
My dad's like, you couldn't change shirts. I was like, Dad, that was cow fat. I was carrying a cow. He's like, yeah, but the professionals, you
Is
never
your dad
see.
on TikTok?
No, he saw the YouTube.
Okay.
He's like, professionals never show that side. He's like, after you move the cow, you should change, put on a new clean shirt. I was like, Dad, you know we got time for that. I was like, I'm cutting meat. I'm showing people what it's like.
Right.
And he's like, and you need gloves for the video. I was like, Dad, we don't have to wear gloves. I was like, there's a kill point. Plus, my hands are clean. They're washed and sanitized.
The only thing on your hands is the cow that you're cutting right there.
Right.
Anyways.
Yeah, but he was like, and he did make a valid point. I'd like to hear how people think about this. We're going to get back to the Clean the Plate production next week with the storm and everything going on. We won't have anything on this afternoon. But the internet box did make it to Lake Mary. Amy's got to go by and pick it up. So we've just been crazy. We've been slammed.
It has. It has.
Well, listen, and I'd like to say, as a result of our hard work on social media and our radio advertisement and our engagement, we've had the best 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks that we've had. And I don't know, outside of like a holiday, this may be the best 2 weeks we've had since we've opened the butcher shop.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Yeah, so I want to say thank you to everybody.
For real.
Because we were getting to a very bad point. We were struggling. Everything going on, no matter what they tell you about small businesses and farmers doing so great under Biden, the struggle is real, as the kids say. And we're still serious about this while we're talking about it. If you want to help support, because we're going to talk about the importance of supporting things you believe in. If you want to help support and guarantee that our butcher shop is always going to be there, we need like 19 more people. It was 20. We got one person that signed up a couple days ago. We need 19 more people to stand with us on just commit to a year. So you don't have to pay for the whole year up front, right? But commit to a year. Call, text 407-402-5686. That's Organic Meats, our homegrown butcher shop. If you're just tuning in, never listened to us before, we raise, slaughter, cut, pack, prepare all our own meat. There is no middleman or third man. There is no processing plant. It's just the animals, us, and usins. And that's the best way, because you know what your family's eating. There's nothing added. I'm going to tell you a story about a guy who only eats our meat because his finger don't hurt anymore. I'll get to that in just a second. But with everything going on and all the stuff that happened after COVID, I know you're like, COVID, I don't want to talk about COVID no more. But What happened at COVID was real. And the most severe thing wasn't just the vaccine and the mandates and all that. It was some of the stuff that the Biden administration signed into law, allowing property owners and business management companies, if you will. So like they did a lot for those guys. They did absolutely nothing for the renters and the people on the ground, the people turning the wrenches or cutting, using the knives, or painting the walls. They protected, even though they're for the people, they're for the middle class, and they're for the working person. But Joe Biden and his administration did more for the upper echelon of money and business, if you will, for lack of a better word. He almost destroyed the bottom people. And he did things like, there's a loophole now in the law where, like CAM, it's called Common Area Maintenance. So we have a base rent and then we have a CAM. And the base rent is under contract. It can only go up like 2.5% a year because we signed a contract, a five-year lease. So they can't break that lease. But the CAM part, the 3.4, 3.7, and then we have 2 units, so that equals 7.4, 3.7 to 7.4. That is not locked in. That can fluctuate based on the property owner's needs and adjustments. So
what if they need to re-roof the entire building, or that would
They did, and we just had to pay, and we had to pay for it. And they wanted to repay the parking lot, and we did that. They're doing all these different things that are supposedly upgrades to the building, but they don't benefit us one bit. Our parking lot was fine. Our roof was fine. The 8 trees we have out there, we don't need them, right? It just takes up parking spaces. And
they put in the trees.
They put in these little bitty shrubs. You seen them little crap hole shrubs out front? $6,500 is what we got billed.
Oh.
So the landlord,
I would have done it for 2.
I know, right? We actually sent a letter to the landlord saying, from now on, let us bid on the jobs you're putting out.
Right.
Because they do these jobs, they bid them out, and they're paying crazy money for stuff, supposedly. I think they're all fake invoices. But long story short, our base rent and CAM together used to be like $5,400, $5,408 to be exact.
A year?
That was a month.
Wait, okay,
$5,408 a month.
Okay.
We currently are at $6,980. All right. So we have gone up $1,400 more a month in the last 8 months, 9 months, give or take.
That's huge.
And then in August, people heard me complaining about it. We got an email saying that there was a CAM adjustment of $7,100 pay on demand on top of all the increases. So we need 19, just call it still 20 people to sign up for the monthly meat box. We're going to drop the price for those people who commit to a year back down to the $159. We can ship it anywhere in the country, or you can pick it up in the store, but we really need your support. We need to know that we got the money at the beginning of the month to pay the bills, to keep everything rolling so we can work without being too stressed out and keep producing quality products. We'll be right back because George Soros just pulled off a monkey wrench.
It's my